Hi, you all know that we are doing a book study on the book Closing the Attitude Gap. I'm going to show you how to get the chapters from that book onto your Kindle. All right, there's quite a few steps to it. It's not hard, it's just lots of steps. So first you want to navigate to the VBCPS intranet, right? Go to Professional Learning and then click on Virtual Reference Library. Okay, then you want to click on the Virtual Reference Library login. If you're at school, this should happen automatically. If it doesn't, you can log in using your regular VBCPS login. Okay, so we need to find the book we're looking for, so go ahead and search for it. Closing the Attitude. There it is, right at the top. Okay, and it's showing me different chapters from it, so if you just click on the book cover here, it'll take you to the whole book. All right, so you want to make sure you're looking at the table of contents, and then you can look down and see all the chapters. Now, you can only do one chapter at a time. Since we're going to be reading one or two at a time, it's not too difficult to do it this way. All right, so I haven't done the second chapter yet, so I'm going to click that one. So click on the chapter that you want to download. Okay, so this is the second chapter. Before we send it to Google Drive, you need to make sure you're signed in with your Google account. So you're going to click on Sign In with Google and choose your VBCPS login. Okay, so now I've logged in, so now I can take it and send it to my Google Drive. You can do this with any of the documents that you use in the Gale Virtual Reference Library. It's usually just chapters at a time, but it's really useful if you're reading an article and you want to save it. You can put it in your Google Drive for later. Okay, so it's been sent to the Google Drive. So now let's go to our Google Drive. All right, I need to, go to Drive. And then I'm going to need to switch to the right account.
Nice.
All right, so I'm going to switch to the right account. Slowly, there it is. Okay, so then you switch to your account. All right, and here is the chapter. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up. And then I want to download it. All right, so it's going to end up in my downloads folder. If you want to move it somewhere that's easier to find it, you can do that. Otherwise, you can just leave it in your downloads folder. But basically, you need to save it where you can find it. I'm going to open it and then save it to my desktop just to make it a little bit easier to find when I go to email it. Okay, so File, Save As. SVC. Ooh, slowly. Okay, and I'm going to save it to my desktop. That way I know I can find it quickly. All right, so now I have it there. All right, so now we have it downloaded where we need it. So the next step, you have to do a couple things to your Kindle account before you can make it work. So let's do Amazon.com/MYK, which is Manage Your Kindle. All right, then you'll need to make sure you're logged into your Kindle account. So I'm going to choose the device I want. Right now I use my 4th Kindle, so click on the dots there. And then you see this email address. You need to write that email address down. Okay, so make sure you write that down so you know what it is for later. Now you go back up to Preferences. and then scroll down to personal document settings. All right, then scroll down all the way to the approved personal document email list. You want to make sure that you add your VB Schools email to this list. I put the shortened one and the long one to make sure it would work. So you've got to have the approved email on there in order to send things to your Kindle. All right, so once you do that, all you have to do is open up your email, send a new mail to your Kindle address. It doesn't matter what subject you put, and then you want to insert the file. And I saved it on the desktop. So there it is, Attitude Towards Students. And then I click send, and off it goes. Now, when you turn on your Kindle, you'll want to sync it, and the chapter should show up right there. I hope this helps. Thanks.